What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, coming to you via these YouTube airwaves. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Today, man, we got a serious show. But when you come across this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you'll know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And if this is your first time coming across the platform, first time coming across the channel, please hit that subscribe button, share the video out, give it a thumbs up, and post your comments. I see everybody in the comment section. Hashtag salute. And you know what my mantra is? Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. For today's show, let's get right off into it. Now, over the course of this NBA season, and before the NBA season started, it's some household names that have got themselves in legal troubles. We go back before the season started. Everybody knows Houston Rockets forward Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested on some allegations and speculations that, he beat his girlfriend up. And the NBA had to do their investigation. And before the NBA did their investigation, there was a lot of media outlets that came out and talked about it. And in this particular matter, Stephen A. Smith went to his podcast stating, without all the evidence, without all the particulars, without a full investigation, he came on his podcast and stated that Kevin Porter Jr. should be jailed. He should be kicked off of the Houston Rockets. He should be suspended. He shouldn't be able to play in the NBA no more. The reasons he stated that is because, he has a daughter. And he said, if anybody ever put their hands on my daughter, it's going to be all hell, smoke in the city. So basically, Stephen A. Smith came out, voiced his opinion on his podcast, stating that Kevin Porter Jr. should be jailed. He should be suspended. He shouldn't be in the NBA no more. He should be kicked off the Rockets. And the crazy thing about that is now you have the Josh Giddy situation where everybody wants to go mute and they don't want to talk about it because of the fact that the NBA is doing their investigation, but they don't want to speak on it because of the repercussions that they could get toward them of being sued. That's what Stephen A. Smith said. But when Kevin Porter was going through his allegations and was accused of something without all the particulars, without being convicted, Stephen A. Smith ran to his platform and he spoke about it. So let's take a listen to what Stephen A. Smith said in the Kevin Porter situation.
To the story going on in the National Basketball Association right now. Houston Rockets point guard Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend, WNBA player Kaiser Gondrezick. According to a criminal report obtained by the Associated Press, Gondrezick told police Porter Jr. punched her in the face repeatedly with a closed fist, which caused a cut above her right eye, as well as bruising and pain to her face. Ladies and gentlemen, he should be in jail. He should not only be in jail, Tillman Fertitta, Ime Udoka, the new coach, the Fertitta family. It should be announced that he's no longer a member of the Houston Rockets effective immediately. And the NBA should adopt the NFL's rule as it pertains to literally prohibiting you from participating, wearing an NBA uniform, being inside an NBA arena, playing on an NBA basketball court until the investigation is complete. You can't even be accused of doing what the hell this man has been accused of. Put that back up on the screen right now. I want everybody to see what this man has been accused of. Let's go to the list. fractured vertebrae in her neck, inches long gash above right eye, bruising and substantial pain in the face, redness and bruising to the neck, difficulty breathing, loss of motion in her left arm. And according to prosecutors, Porter Jr. did not stop until Gondrzik ran out into the hallway covered in blood.
Now, you heard what Stephen A. Smith said there. In his soliloquy, he stated that you can't be accused of no such thing. You shouldn't be on an NBA court until the investigation is done. You can't be accused of that. You shouldn't be on an NBA court until the investigation is done. Now that's fast forward. Now, over Thanksgiving break, Josh Giddy of the Oklahoma City Thunder, somebody posted a picture of him being with an underage female. Now, that situation is a serious situation. An underage female that's on the pedophile list, being a pedophile. This is what you're accused of. But everybody has went silent on that situation. Stephen A. Smith hasn't addressed it. Malika Andrews hasn't addressed it. She was forced to speak about it on ESPN, on the NBA Today Countdown the other day, but she didn't put her own spin on it. There was no context to it. The energy wasn't there. Now, Stephen A. Smith went to his podcast and tells people, leave him the hell alone, because he don't want to talk about it because of the fear of being sued. The fear of being sued. But you didn't have that same energy when you was talking about Kevin Porter Jr. He should be jailed on some accusation, and this is what he was accused of. But hasn't nothing came out that he was convicted of what he was accused of. But you wanted him to be taken off the NBA court, kicked off the Rockets team, and also placed in jail. Now, where's that same energy when we're talking about Josh Giddy? You don't want to be sued. You don't want to talk about it. And this is a serious allegations against Josh Giddy. And the NBA is doing their investigation. But Josh Giddy is still able to play. But you wanted Kevin Porter Jr. to be in jail. But you don't want the same thing for Josh Giddy. Underage minor. Think about that. An underage minor. And just like you stated, you have children, you have girls. Now, if your girl was in that situation, you would want that party that was involved to be jailed. So let's listen to what Stephen A. Smith said on his podcast about the Josh Giddy situation. Take a listen.
Involving Josh Giddy of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, let me say this to all of y'all out there who've been clamoring for me to touch on this subject. Y'all getting on my last damn nerves. Could you try to be responsible? Could you try? That's all I'm asking. What you want Stephen A. to say? Oh, man, when you ask Stephen A. if this was a brother. Wait a minute. If it was a brother, I would have treated it with the same level of sensitivity. This man, Josh Giddy, is currently being investigated by the National Basketball Association, the NBA, over allegations that he was having a relationship with a minor. We don't know who she was. We don't know how old she was. He's 21. We don't know how old she is. We don't know anything. We know there's an investigation going on. That's all we know. We don't know anything else. You know why Stephen A. hasn't said anything? Because you could get sued, idiots. You don't just go out there running your damn mouth over something that's serious. A fight that took place on a basketball court, sure. Allegations where the alleged victim is identified, sure. Where the specification of the crime is illuminated, sure. But this clamoring to comment about something with no information, no definitive facts, you can't do it.
So you heard what Stephen A. Smith said there. It's kind of funny how the media pick and choose on what they want to report on and what they want to give their opinion on. See, that's why there's a lot of people out here in the YouTube community and these comedians always talking about these ESPNs and Fox Sports reporters. They're puppets because they're trained to say the things that the corporation wants them to say. And see, YouTube, you don't have that problem because YouTube, there's a lot of YouTube channels that will talk about things and be very authenticated with what they're talking about. They're real authentic. And in this situation, I know Stephen A. Smith got to protect his brand, but when Ime Udoka's situation came out, y'all was quick to talk about that. Kyrie Irving's situation, he just posted, something from Amazon that wasn't from him. Y'all wanted him castigated. Y'all wanted him expelled. Y'all wanted him exiled. Y'all wanted him out the league. Even when the COVID situation was going on. Y'all had a lot to say about that. It's crazy. The media pick and choose what they want to, talk about. And in this situation, everybody wants to stand pat on the Josh Giddy situation because the NBA is doing their investigation and y'all don't have information. The information is out there. The young lady posted it. People are talking about it on their podcast. Andrew Bogut talked about it on his podcast. So the simple fact that you guys are not talking about it, that further lets, people know that, you guys, you only can talk about certain things. But everybody just wants you to keep the same energy on certain situations. You can't pick and choose what you want to talk about when there's serious situations involving that. I mean, y'all sports reporters, y'all sports media, ESPN First Take, y'all talk about things. Stephen A. Smith, you're quick to come and talk about different athletes and situations. People just want you to have that same energy when it comes to Josh Giddy. Everybody want to stand pat because we don't have all the information. So guys, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share the video out. Give it a thumbs up. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
Another one.